Yo, what is going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to be jumping into the Gauntlet, the Paragon Gauntlet, the monthly one, and we're going to be tackling the Mercenary Challenge. So, this is my second time running through this challenge. The first time I did it, I left out a very key element of my team, and that is Wolverine Weapon X. Originally, when I was going through, I had brought Bullseye, because I was all excited. Oh, I got this new rank 5 Bullseye Sig 200 that's so good in Battlegrounds on defense. He's a mercenary. Let me bring him into this challenge. He could be helpful in fighting himself. That's what I thought. I was mistaken, sadly mistaken, and I paid the price in revives for that mistake. But this time we're bringing in Weapon Flex, and man, that guy's the play. If you have a Weapon Flex, he is perfect for this challenge. Absolutely perfect. But we're going to be saving him for that final Bullseye boss. In the meantime, I'm mainly going to be using my boy Absorbing Man, who is all ascended. Also, the first time I was going through this challenge, I was running full recoil masteries. And now that the Alliance War season has begun and a fresh Battleground season, I wanted to make my masteries basically perfect. So here I'm rocking an ideal mastery setup here without the recoil. So it's also, that's definitely feeling a lot better, because the first time, this very first fight here has a passive heal block. You're not able to heal. So the first time I did this challenge, I took a lot of damage just from those masteries. So I'm going to go ahead and toss on a little 20% boost, because I realized, hey, I can boost because I don't have the recoils. Usually when you have the recoil masteries and you boost, you increase your health, but willpower healing does not get the same increase. It's only healing your base health. So you just end up taking a lot more damage. And I have something in my eyeball that is very annoying. Must be like a little hair or something, a little eyelash. But yeah, next up here we have Hood. First time I fought this guy as well, that Bane node caught me off guard. This time I'm keeping an eye on it for sure, making sure to hit those good Bane transfers, as Brian Grant says. And as long as we're doing that, we'll be just fine. Just baiting the special ones. You can bait special 2s with Hood, but who does that? It's difficult to evade. He goes invisible. There's no need for those shenanigans. We just keep spamming these special ones. Everything's going just fine. Do the medium, light, medium combos. Apply the morph charges. Get the regen. Keep on baiting these specials. And we got a little bit of Bane damage on us, but the way Bane works is based on their health. So if it's on us for a little bit, when he's below 10%, it's just going to tickle. But if it's on you for a couple seconds, when he's at 100%, then it's going to deal a lot of damage. And of course, the key element to this challenge is you're not allowed to use the swap nodes, so we're not going to be doing that. Next up here, we have a Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen, who got buffed a while ago. And this guy is just annoying. He's not hard to fight. He's just annoying to fight. And this node has this fight has one of the worst nodes in the entire game, which is called Consistent Combos, which I am extremely familiar with because I have been taking it for the last, I don't know, 1-2 years at this point, every single day in AQ Section 3 of Map 8. It's my entire path. This is Consistent Combos. Basically what it is you need to do a 5-hit or more combo, or you're going to get a glancing debuff on you. And it's just so annoying. So far in this fight, I have not triggered it. I've been completing my combos. I think right here, we're going to trigger it for the first time. Yep, there it is. An unsteady debuff. Just basically gives you 100% chance to glance. All attacks. I'm pretty sure it's special attacks too. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. So annoying. And yeah, so this fight, it's not difficult. It's just annoying. And I'm going to get the glancing on me. Or I guess maybe that was it. Now I throw the special. No, I think I'm going to get the glancing on me again. Because you'll see, after with Absorb Man, after you hit that special 3, you have like 9,000 crit rating. But, with that glancing debuff, which we're about to get on us right there, you're going to see we're not going to be critting at all, even with near guaranteed crits, because it's like 100% chance to glance. That's how powerful that glancing effect is. Just super annoying. But now, as soon as it falls off, you see our crits come back. We do 10,000 in red, and he's dead. So, It's all good. We finished the fight with full health. It just took a couple extra seconds, but that's fine at the end of the day. So next up here we have a Mr. Negative. So this guy is kind of annoying to fight. I'm not entirely sure how this fight works. I get stunned at some points, and this was happening when I was running through the event quest as well. This was one of the more annoying fights for sure. But once I realized, oh, you know, toxic can't, I need to just parry, or yeah, just parry to make sure I get apply poison. If you don't have the poison, your damage is reduced by like 90%. I think it's not toxic can't, it's toxic something. Acid wash. I think that's the node. So that node's super annoying, and then he also gets this unblockable buff. So obviously, you know, you can't just parry unless you're Kushala. But actually, I don't think she can do that against Science James either. So yeah, you need to chill when he has that unblockable. Then here I get stunned again. I don't know why, but I don't care. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Just make sure I get that parry to apply the poison, then throw that special 3 so we're getting all of the damage. And Domino was like the throwaway option on my team here, you know. It's totally fine if she dies. Didn't really bring her for any one specific fight. She's just 7-star rank 2 mercenary backup option. That's pretty much all she is. And so yeah, just waiting out that evade, parry once again to get the poison debuff going, and then do a couple combos here. So with Mr. Negative, I really like evading his special 2. I have no problem with that. The special 1, on the other hand, it definitely gives me some problems. So try to stay away from that. So here I parry again, and I end up getting stunned. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Let's parry one more time, apply the poison, drop the special 2, and he's dead. Again, not entirely sure what's going on there, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. Our throwaway champion is still alive. So at the end of the day, it's all good. Next up, we have the White Tiger. Now, this chick, no problem to fight right up until the very end of the fight. Then, you know, she goes crazy, goes indestructible with one of these specific nodes, and then just has, like, insta power gain leading to a special 3. So, you know, going into this fight, I was hoping to come out of it alive with Absorbing Man, but I knew realistically he's probably gonna die right at the end. But if, you know, at least if I can get to the end of the fight, that would still be good. This also has Footloose, which, you know, grants the opponent a unstoppable and evade buff. However, one of those buffs, you know, Absorbing Man reduces the duration by like 90%, being the unstoppable, which is, you know, the more annoying part of Footloose anyways. So that's nice. We're getting that Mystic Dispersion as well. We do have to worry about this root node. I think it's just if you don't hit her within a certain timer, you get rooted, which is, you know, totally play aroundable. And even if you get rooted, it's not the end of the world. Definitely does add up to some block damage, but you know, it's not too bad. Just evading these special 2s can outrange it without too much of an issue here. You know, this fight's really not too big of a deal. Here, you know, I wanted to throw an unblockable special 1, but her buff expired right before I threw it. Pushed me to 2 bars. Of course, I wasn't in Magma yet, so that's why the special wasn't unblockable. Now we're in the wrong form. So, you know, not exactly what I wanted in this fight, but I'm thinking, yeah, it's fine, whatever. Let's, I was going to heavy into special 2 here, but then I realized, oh crap, you know, she's almost at 15%. And here I get rooted again. She does like 11k in my block or something, and then I get a perfect block. That was odd. But I'm thinking, yeah, this ain't looking good. I need to bait this special, and it's too late. She insta gets that special 3. So yeah, it's Jover here for Absorbing Man. You know, not a whole bunch else I could have done. You know, I could have baited some more specials before I pushed her there. Whatever, it's not a big deal. Again, we still have our throwaway champion, which is Domino, and then we just have Bullseye. So, you know, if all goes well with Weapon X against Bullseye, we should be okay and not have to use any items. Yeah, just going in here with Domino. Luckily, you know, she doesn't trigger that indestructible and power gain again. Just a one-time thing, so it's been dealt with. All good. Now we pull up to Bullseye, and I still have Domino. So, you know, if we die with Weapon Flex, I still have my backup option to hopefully just clean up the fight and not have to use any items. So, jumping in here with Weapon Flex. Now, I first saw Weapon Flex being used in Battlegrounds for last season. I saw someone had used him, I think I was using Werewolf, they were using Weapon X, and it went like okay. I wasn't like super impressed, but it was good. But then at another point, Andy was facing Kurt. Andy finished C3, Kurt finished C2. You know, two of the best players in the world we're talking about here. And so I was watching Kurt stream, and he was using Weapon X against Bullseye when he was facing Andy. And he like even ended up eating a special 3, and he still finished the fight with like nearly full health. And it was so incredible, and I was like, bro, what? It's because as you see here, when Bullseye evades, Weapon Flex gets a passive Unstoppable. You know, he also regenerates, you know, the bulk of damage that he takes when he's in his Berserk mode. So we have constant regeneration, constant fury passive from getting hit. That's how you get the most out of Weapon Flex's damage. And I'm just throwing these special ones, and luckily they're critting, so they're dealing a colossal amount of damage. Here we fall out of our Berserk mode, and unfortunately he hits us with the special 3. You know, only 2% health left to go. I was like, no, we almost had it. But Weapon Flex is a tanky boy. Even at rank 4, he's surviving that. And yeah, I'm just going to wait out that last Killer Instinct, go in, throw another special 1, get another crit. It was a guaranteed crit, I guess. And he goes down. So, rank 4, Wolverine Weapon X soloed the Bullseye boss. And then here we're going to jump to the first time that I beat it, the rewards. Because that's what I was really itching for the very first time. I was just trying to get through it as quickly as possible, because I needed to make some big upgrades to my deck. Because, you know, there was only a few days left in the season. I'm about to do a big push. So I wanted to make my deck as powerful as possible. So by completing that challenge, it gave me enough Ascension dust to do my next Ascension. Here, just pop open the 6-star Nexus, and we end up pulling a Null, so that's a max Sig. And then, yeah, we're also going to be opening up a 7-star Crystal, and we also end up taking that champion to rank 2, so we'll show that as well. It's a pretty good 7-star pull. So boom, we pop open a couple 6-star basics, managed to pull a Spot, which is great. That is a max Siggy, so double 7-star shards for that. And I think like I think I was like very close to the 7-star here. Does that like just give me enough? Yeah, that just gave me enough there. Make sure I'm recording. I'm like, all right, yep, still recording. All right, let's do this. Let's open this 7-star up. Let's see what we're gonna get. So yeah, I'm looking for, you guys know the channel, I'm looking for a Hulk dupe, an Overseer dupe, would be awesome. And we end up duping Warlock. So that was very unexpected, because I had just recently pulled Warlock, and I was debating on, you know, taking him to rank 2 unduped. And I'd kind of settled on, yeah, I think I will take Warlock up to rank 2, even unduped. I think that'd be definitely a better defender than the 6-star rank 5 counterpart. But then I awakened, and I'm like, oh, you know, that makes my decision so much easier on taking him to rank 2. It just makes the rank up feel so much better, like just way better. Plus, you know, we're getting some Titan shards from that, so that's awesome. So here, yeah, go over to the roster. Get that shiny new Awakened 7-star Warlock. Ooh, baby, that was a pretty good pull, man. I was pretty happy with that. It could have been so much worse. Could have been another Sig 40. Could have been a Sig 60. Could have been a Sig 100 Falcon. That'll be the day, man. The day I hit triple Sig level digits on a 7-star. But yeah, that is the challenge complete. So boom, we get our King Groot seed. We get 100 Ascension dust. Also going to pick up that other King Groot seedling from the male. Been holding on to that for a little while, waiting to do like a video, you know, to claim it. And yeah, for my Ascension, so I decided to do Iceman. So originally with my Ascension, I was thinking a Bullseye, and I was kind of set on that. But the more I thought about it, I was like, you know, he's already going to be really good at rank 5 on defense. And, you know, why ascend Bullseye when I can ascend a Bullseye counter to help counteract him? Because Bullseye, you know, he's so crazy on defense. The more counters, the better. So that was kind of my line of thinking with taking up Iceman. And for taking up Warlock, it's actually kind of a counterpoint to Iceman, which is, you know, Cold Snap. Warlock is one of the very few champions in the entire game that has Cold Snap immunity. That's a pretty rare immunity to have. So what that does is it makes him a Kate Bishop counter. because, Kate Bishop's main source of damage is Cold Snap passives. She can also, deal bleed damage via her Caltrops. Warlock is also immune to bleed. So he's basically, a hard stop counter to Kate Bishop, who I run in my deck. So, if my opponent has a Kate Bishop, it's just a defender that, she can't easily take. And there's not many defenders in this game right now that stop Kate Bishop as an attacker. She's very, very powerful. So just to have a champion that can kind of stop her is very useful. Also, with Iceman and Bullseye, just existing, that's going to just mean more Icemen in the game. And again, he applies Cold Snap. So Iceman can be a sneaky defender, but if I have that Warlock, that's just a counter. So taking up both these champions just kind of made a lot of sense in the current meta, the current state of the game. And they really did help me achieved, top 10 for the last season of Battlegrounds. There were some really good final additions to the deck. And I drafted Iceman quite a bit, fought quite a few Bullseyes with him. None of the fights really went that good. And I probably won a couple rounds. But Warlock, he did a really good job. I definitely remember putting him on defense a couple times, and he shined through. So yeah, that's where I was at for that challenge. I'm making this little deck swap here. Boom, put in the Warlock. And yeah, I'll give you guys a little bit of a showcase of what the final deck looked like for the Safeguard meta, the deck that got me top 10 in the world for the season. Those are the final finishing touches. Now I just need to get that Iceman, to rank 5, because right now he's sitting at rank 4 and Ascended, and that kind of bugs me. I need to get him rank 5. But by the same token, after you guys saw that Weapon Flex gameplay, I feel like I need to get him to rank 5 first. Like, Weapon Flex, dude, I need to get that guy up. He really, really surprised me against Bullseye. To put it into perspective, the first time I did the Gauntlet run without Wolverine Weapon X, I think I used like 4 revives, which is not great. I was just spam reviving with Absorbing Man, just getting wrecked by Bullseye. It was not a fun time. But Weapon X at rank 4, opposed to Absorb Man, who's a rank 5 Ascended. Rank 4 Weapon Flex solo, first try, and eats a special 3. Wow, Weapon Flex is becoming relevant again, which I absolutely love to see. And I was one of the first people to have a Weapon Flex from the Act 6 Legend runs back in the day. I earned him doing those, so it feels really good, and it'll make ranking him up now just feel all the greater. So I think he's definitely on my radar for one of my next rank ups. These are some of the rank ups I did while I was gone. Wasn't able to catch you guys up. I'm sure you saw some of them through the Battleground streams, but yeah, this is how they originated on the account. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a thumbs up. If so, subscribe if you want to see more content. Let me know who was your MVP for that Mercenary Challenge. Did Bullseye give you trouble? How many revives did he take? Like I said, my first time was 4 revives. Not ashamed to say it. He wrecked me. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.